Alright guys, what's going on? I just wanted to talk about some more futures trades today. Um, been going a lot better here recently. I mean, I guess a little bit better. Just going kind of rough there for a little bit and there wasn't much to talk about. Like I said, I blew a few accounts here and there. But we're doing alright now. We're recovering. We didn't do too bad during the dry spell, if you'll call it that. But we're just going to talk about a few of these trades. And see, my recording software is messing up. I was doubling over, I think, today. So we're trading NQ here on our 50K Express XFA. And we took this long here because of that doji candle down there. It is red and the volume is red, but I believe that's still buy volume. I use these as a bottoming signal. I don't get to trade these a whole lot. They haven't been showing up a whole lot for the last, I don't know, 2 months, maybe more. I love to take this trade. Usually you want to see it, you want to see your bottoming doji candle, and then you want to see the volume, which we have down here. Look at the green volume candle at the doji candle low on the 1 minute. On the 30 second we're crossing up, but then you want to see on the 1 minute that you break the 21 EMA on the 1 minute time frame. You want to see that pretty quickly. That usually indicates that shorts are being stopped out. And right here, I'm just trying to get a small move out of this. And the problem is, in my mind at the time, is that this could be a lower high right here. You can see to the right where my take profit is on this volume profile that a lot of selling was done here. So this is an area of supply. And I want to see this hold for the buyers in this area. But I remember also right here seeing on Nvidia and Apple, it was losing a low right here, which is never good. Really on these bottoming signals, you want it to create a higher high and then come down and create your higher low. In this case, ultimately, it created just a higher low.
Order filled.
So I trailed in with my stop, which I've talked about before. I do not like doing. But some days, yeah, right there, we get stopped out for a small profit. But some days I just go with it, especially here lately on these XFAs. This one is pretty close to a payout, so I'm trying to not trade it as risky. And that's just how I do that. Like I say in my descriptions, none of it's financial advice. You know, this is all just my experience in the market. So you can see right here on NQ, look at this breakout. I've been trying these breakout trades still here lately, and for the past month they have just not worked out for me. You can see how it's touching this trend line. It's like swooping up, swooping down, swooping up, swooping down. It's not getting that smooth, clean, just break and retest. You can even see it right here on that white line. It didn't just break and retest and go. It broke it, retested, broke back down to prior highs, and then went. So it's retesting prior highs a lot. It's not just breaking and going like how NQ normally does, and how a lot of people love that. A lot of people hate it. I love it. It works great with my strategy. You can see right here, I buy in. I I average down to max size, which I never do. But I went ahead and I thought I would try it here. And I did have a lot of conviction in this trade right here, like quite a bit of conviction. And the problem is right here is that I'm now oversized or over leveraged, however you want to say it. The initial problem was I didn't wait for the correct entry. If I would have just waited for this trend line test like it was showing me instead of trying to get this breakout trade, which haven't been working here lately, then we would have entered, right where we're at right now, and we'd have a great entry. We probably wouldn't have sized up. I mean, you can see the MACD here is fighting us. It's crossing to the downside. You don't really want that. You want it crossing into your position. And you can see, if I go back to the 1 minute, we see we got those highs there that I was trying to target. Really, I was trying to target higher. But you can see on the 1 minute, well, we failed to make a new high. We're breaking down through these lows. I'm thinking about moving my stop, and thankfully it just fills it, and we're at a loss of $693 on the day. Not too bad. I mean, not too great. Most people are pretty much done around $500, $700. Like I said, how I trade these accounts is more high risk, high reward. So I still have conviction in this trade too. And I see Nvidia at this time bouncing off good support. So I go in again, max position, and I'm just going to put a tight stop on this. And if this loses, we're done for the day. We'll be at max loss. And bam, right there. We get some decent little volume here. And I can see, I remember on Nvidia and Apple at the time, we had a little decent buy volume. It wasn't a whole lot. And I think in a minute it will indicate that on the NQ chart, and I'll show you. But there wasn't a lot of buy volume, but there was consistent buy volume. And there was little to no sell volume. And that's what gives you this price that just slowly grinds upwards. When you have buyers just slowly buying it higher and higher and higher and higher, and then sellers are not really there. If you think about it, what can move price violently upwards is two things. It's shorts being stopped out, or one aggressive buyer at one time that's creating, one of these massive candles, or multiple aggressive buyers. What moves price slowly is just the buyers consistently hitting it over and over. They're beating the sellers, or the sellers are non-existent. The sellers are just kind of out of the way, The only thing that makes me nervous about this price action, which I believe that is what is forming right now, is you can see on the volume down here, it's kind of low. But in my opinion, that just means the sellers are not there and the buyers are slowly hitting it. The only problem with that is what I've noticed is when the sellers step in hard, people will exit pretty quickly on these positions. But the bias is long right now of the market. The market is telling you, we're longing. You can see right there, we get a little doji. And you're thinking, oh, you got a doji and that volume is a little higher. Why wouldn't you trade a reversal? I mean, if you look, the volume is not really that high on that doji. And you'd be going short there. And you need the MACD crossing into your position on a reversal. Really on any position, And you can just see we're slowly breaking these levels, just barely. Some sellers stepped in right there. That's what that is. That's what this volume increasing right here is. So that makes me a little nervous. We go ahead and put our stop or take profit. We move it up. Our stop, we move it up to $650. That'll put us at just around break even for the day. It's really hard not to take profit right here. When you're up $1,600, 14, 15, whatever it is, and your stop loss is at $600, you're thinking, do I just take the $1,000 profit, or do I take the break even? And it really starts to mess with you. And this is the part where I fight myself psychologically a lot, because that's $1,000 almost right now. I mean, just under. I mean, right now it is. And it's a really psychological battle right here when you trade with this higher leverage, especially on this max position like this. Just the tiniest moves are giving you, 100, $200, and it's just, it's tough. This is the tough part, and I'm trying to put my take profit in a conservative area because up there at 22,150 is some resistance, and I'm just telling myself right here that we have not created a lower high and we have not created a lower low yet on this trend, this slow grinding trend. We have not done that yet. And as soon as we do that, then I will exit. But you can see in my mind right here at this time, I'm like, okay, it looks like we're about to get some sideways action. And what happens with sideways action? A pullback. Because the buyers are just saying, we want to keep buying this thing, but we want to pull back. They want to pull back down to this prior range high, or maybe down to this point of control. So we put our trailing stop in right here, and we get stopped out for a total profit of $831 on the day. So that was a pretty decent trade there. And so here is the P&Ls on this account. This is $3,781. Average winner is 1,100. Average loser, I did not see that. So we got 4 winning days here, which is pretty good. Average loser is $618. So go to this other one. We got a payout today on this one. It'll be my smallest payout, but it's a payout. So we got 32.45. Our average winner is 429. Our average loser is 640. So that's all messed up because of trailing stop losses. But yeah, this will be my smallest payout. I've actually never taken a payout. I think it was below $1,800 or $1,700. All of them have been $1,700 and above. But you can see here we got 5 days. Today we got stopped out on a $200 trade. Cover that risk on your payout day. Take the payout. It's money in the bank. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I appreciate anyone who watched, and I hope you have a great day.